Hey guys, today we're going to do some vector cutting with the laser printer. Basically I'm cutting some 1/4 inch acrylic to do a quick and dirty pattern prototype for a piece that will eventually be made out of aluminum on the mill. But this is just a quick and dirty way to get something in the client's hands to see if it fits and what adjustments are needed, and we take it from there. But anyway, I'll show you some cutting a 1/4 inch acrylic on the laser. Let's get going. As you can see here, oops, sorry about that. I've got the honeycomb back in here, and we're going to drop the plastic in, send the project over, and cut it. Here's a piece of 1/4 inch cast acrylic. The stuff that's got a green edge sort of looks like glass. And we're going to cut a pattern out here. Let me send the project over. There we go. And we're ready to cut. You get a little exhaust fan going here. It's going to be very noisy, but it helps. Pretty slow going cutting this thick plastic. Those little sparkles you see are where the laser's gone through the plastic, and it's hitting the metal honeycomb. So one of the ways you know you're cutting all the way through the plastic, although I would really prefer to have a little less bounce back off that honeycomb, because what it does is the laser hits the edge of the honeycomb, the metal reflects the heat back up and makes a little tiny divot in the edge of the plastic. If it didn't have that, the edge of the plastic comes out polished smooth, because it's you know, basically being cut by heat and melted. We're cutting out some lettering now. Believe me, cutting plastic on the laser is a heck of a lot faster than milling aluminum, and a heck of a lot easier to make changes in. I did this drawing last night, and it took me about an hour and a half, and now I'm cutting it out. What this is a mock-up of a L bracket for a Sony D80 single lens reflex camera. laser a little better. Actually, compared to cutting thin plastic, cutting this thick plastic is nice because the thin plastic, sometimes the sheet begins to bow because of the heat and the laser loses focus, but this 1/4 inch gas acrylic lays nice and flat no matter how much heat you put into it. Cutting corners there, now finishing off the shape on that piece. Using Corel Draw, you can rearrange the vectors in a better order so it cuts, you know, makes more sense when it cuts. But for a one-off prototype, it's not worth taking the time. So it's actually cutting out 2 different pieces here, and as soon as it's done, I'll pull them out and it'll all make sense. Sure beats the jigsaw. Last move there was not a through cut, it was just a quick score of a reference line. Let me back out here so you can see a little bit. And if you watch the centers pop right out. There's one piece. Got to push the letters out with your fingernail.